The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 193.
Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of real women producing extraordinary results by finding their inner journey to self-confidence 5 days a week. Get your free audiobook at our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Well, hello, friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have an amazing lady on today. She is the founder and owner of Kylie Energy Healing, and she's here today to share her story on self-confidence, and I'm just really grateful to have her on today. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Kylie Dang. Kylie, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to our listeners.
Yeah, hi Shina. I'm doing great today. Thank you for having me on your show. My name is Kylie Dang. I'm the founder and the owner of Kylie Energy Healing. I know energy healing is the new word, so let me explain a little bit. Everything in our universe is made of energy. Humans, animals, plants, everything. When the energy in the body is balanced, everything is good. But when it goes out of balance, it results in physical and emotional issues. This is where my healing practice helps people in restore their energy back to balance. Yeah, besides this, I also work with the Santa Clara County on a program called the Healthy Now program.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And, I totally believe in energy healing as well. I've done some myself, and just the results are just phenomenal, and there's sometimes you just can't explain it. It's just one of those things you just have to do for yourself. So, it's great. And Kylie, what's your cultural background?
I was born and raised in small city, a beautiful big city called Nha Trang in Vietnam. We are a typical middle class family, and my parents raised me under very strict control because I'm their eldest and their only daughter. Because of that, I feel my personality is highly influenced by my mom and dad. My mom taught me to be strong and independent woman and how to stand on my own feet. My dad taught me about the value of honesty. My dad shared that what you get in life is not important. How you get it is important, and honesty always helps you. To be honest, at that time I was too young to understand the beauty of their wisdom. But later on, as I grew up and understanding the value of their lesson, I have to share that my parents helped me a lot in making me an independent woman because they taught me how to take my own decision and I can stick into the right path. I came to US 4 years ago by my master degree in business management and I have been here since.
Thanks for sharing that, Kylie. And, it's great that your parents encourage you to, be the independent woman and go, to a path where you can choose to your liking. And, what's your favorite self-confidence quote?
Yes, I have one. I love the quote from one of my spiritual teachers. His name is Thích Nhất Hạnh. To be beautiful is to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. Actually, this reminds me of something today. Before talking to you today, Shina, I was a little nervous and I almost canceled the interview because I was a little conscious about my Vietnamese accent. I am aware that the imperfection in my voice and my accent, and why I was wondering if I should cancel it. I thought of this quote and I know that I need to accept my imperfection perfectly. More than that, this podcast is all about inspiring humans. They are on their journey to find their self-confidence. So I don't have to be perfect to inspire people. Let them feel my imperfection and let them feel connected with me purely because of imperfection.
I like that quote, Kylie, and I'm glad you did not cancel the interview because, my voice today is not what it normally sounds. I lost my voice as well, but it doesn't also stop me to be conducting interviews because I have a bigger vision. I really want to help women, step out of that shell and be able to live life on their own. So voice or no voice, I'm still here as well. And
Yeah.
and in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
For me, self-confidence is a journey where you discover yourself and accept yourself for whatever you discover. Then love yourself unconditionally.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, and I love your definition. And Kylie, what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
After my graduation, I worked with Mercedes-Benz and later on I worked with a bank. I was making good money. So just like most of the girls in my age at that time, I was into materialistic things. I would feel so lonely, empty, and would use shopping therapy for my loneliness. But it didn't work. I was in a never-ending love, and life itself was a lifeless routine. So I wake up, go to work, and hang out with friends in the evening. That's what is over and over again. The huge emptiness and loneliness that remain inside me and force me to connect with people around me by trying hard to seek their approval and ignore myself. I tried changing myself to get their approval, their attention, their love, and in the process, I lost myself. My habit energy at that time, I was run away from myself and my reality. So I decided to move to the US for getting my MBA in business management. And I heard like people telling me that US like heaven on earth. So I thought, let me move to heaven. I would be happy and joyful there. When I came to the US, I was able to find a part-time job and attend the school at the same time. But all of my problems that I faced back in Vietnam returned to me a different form in the US version. The basic issue remained the same. I was still struggling with my emptiness, loneliness, and lack of my self-confidence. And I was trying hard to please people around me.
Thanks for sharing that, Kylie. And I think, as Asian women, we've been ingrained to always learn to please everyone, and which is why we have this, feeling of emptiness and loneliness and losing ourselves in the process. And, it's something that we're probably been taught and nothing else. But, once you hear stories of other women getting out of it, then we know there's another way. And, what was that point in your life when you realized you can get out of it? You're able to be more confident and, you don't always have to try so hard to please everyone.
Yeah, I still remember as if it just happened yesterday. It was a cold winter afternoon, and I have been in the US for about 4 months that time. I was sitting in the room and crying. I didn't know for how long I cried, but at one point I stopped. I heard a voice inside me, "Why you are crying?" I replied, "Because of this, and that." My inner voice asked, "What, you wanted to come to the US? Wasn't that your choice?" I said, "Yes." My inner voice said, "Then be happy with your joy. Then be happy with yourself." I realized that was my moment of revelation. I realized that something within needed a change. It is said, when you are ready, the universe will send you a teacher. A friend of mine sent me few books He also sent me a website of his teacher, a Vietnamese master monk. His name Thích Trí Siêu, and I read those books and listened to the recording of the master monk on the website. At that moment, I decided that I need to stop running away from myself. I need to slowly come back and fix myself first.
Thanks for sharing that. And I think a lot of us try to run away thinking that's the problem, that's the solution, when really it's still the same problems that we face in a different environment. And all it comes to, the solution just comes to learning how to love ourselves, fix ourselves, having good energy. And, I'm glad you're able to realize that. And because of that, what's your life been like now?
I am content with who I am right now, what I am doing right now, and where I am right now. After my self discovery, I no longer say, I want happiness, I want joy, I want peace. It means I no longer run away from myself to grab things from the outside to fulfill the big emptiness inside anymore. Now I'm saying, I am happy, I am joyful, I am peaceful. With the simple understanding that I remind myself I have many good seeds within me. The seed of happiness, joy, and peace, everything inside. And I am cultivate all those good seeds. I have to say a whole lot of credit goes to my yoga practice, my healing orders, and my meditation practice too. I'm not saying that at this point I am free of own problem. Yes, there are times when something will come up and that time I may be a little shaky inside. I have thought that trigger my fear or anger and situation that unbalance me. But because of my practice, they are not a challenge anymore.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. So, Kylie, to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey to self confidence. What would be that one tip you would give to her?
The best advice is not giving any advice at all because there is no one size fits all. Anyway, I would love to share one piece of advice to own our soul sister. If you feel like sitting in the room and crying, then please do so. Give yourself the permission to cry and be grumpy. Don't feel guilty about crying. We all have this kind of down moment in our life. You are already damn good enough since you are true to yourself. Listen to yourself, and by that what I mean is not just listen to yourself by using your ears, but listen with your heart, with each and every cell of your body. And finally, ask yourself a question. What do you really want to do right now? If your answer is go out and talk to your friend, talk to people, then just stand up and do it now. If your answer is be lazy for one day, go ahead and do it now. So if your answer is go for a hike with a friend, then do it now. Listen to yourself and start taking care of yourself right now.
Awesome. Those are great tips. And, I love that you said, sometimes if we feel like we're angry or crying, we should just let those feelings out, because when we can let it out, that's when we can bring in new energy and new good feelings into ourselves. So love that tip. And if our listeners wanted to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yeah, sure. You can find me on my website, World Wide Web, KylieHealing.com, KylieHealing.com. On my Facebook profile, you can just simply search Kylie the Energy Healer. You can see my profile right away. Or you can just email me, share with me your story, your problem. I would love to hear from you. So my email is kyliehealing@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And if you want to connect with Kylie, you can also head on over to the selfconfidence.com and search for Kylie's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I just want to thank Kylie for taking the time to share her journey with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheena.
It was awesome having you on. I'm really glad you didn't cancel today. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for a new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for joining us at the Tao of Self-Confidence. Head over to the selfconfidence.com for full recaps of every show, our amazing blog articles and resources, and just plain fun. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits, so start today.